Hello and good day, the life and times of William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, widely regarded as one of the greatest writers in the English language, was born in April 1564 in the small town of Stratford-upon-Avon, England. His baptismal records show that he was baptized on April 26, suggesting a birth date of around April 23, a date traditionally celebrated as his birthday. Shakespeare's father, John Shakespeare, was a successful glover and leather merchant, while his mother, Mary Arden, came from a wealthy farming family. The Shakespeare family was reasonably well off, which allowed young William to receive a good education. He likely attended the King's New School in Stratford, where he would have studied Latin grammar, literature, and rhetoric, an education that would later profoundly influence his writing. In 1582, at the age of 18, Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway, who was 8 years his senior. Anne was already pregnant with their first child, Susanna, who was born in May 1583. The couple later had twins, Hamnet and Judith, born in 1585. Not much is known about Shakespeare's life during the following years, a period often referred to as the lost years. Some speculate that he may have been working as a school teacher, a lawyer's clerk, or even had a stint in the military. However, by 1592, Shakespeare had made his way to London, where he began to make a name for himself as an actor and playwright. His early plays, including Henry VI and Titus Andronicus, were gaining popularity, and he quickly became a prominent figure in London's vibrant theatrical scene. By the mid-1590s, Shakespeare was not only a successful playwright but also a shareholder in the Lord Chamberlain's Men, one of the leading acting companies of the time. This company performed at the theater, and later at the famous Globe Theatre, which was built in 1599. It was with this troupe that Shakespeare wrote and produced some of his most famous plays, including Romeo and Juliet, A Midsummer Night's Dream, Hamlet, and Othello. His works were known for their deep exploration of human nature, complex characters, and poetic language. Shakespeare's plays were performed for both the royal court and the general public, making his work accessible to a wide audience. His ability to capture the essence of the human experience in his writing ensured his popularity across different social classes. Shakespeare's career flourished during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, and he continued to write and perform plays well into the reign of King James I, who ascended the throne in 1603. Under James's patronage, Shakespeare's company was renamed the King's Men, reflecting their status as the royal troupe. During this period, Shakespeare produced some of his most profound and complex works, including Macbeth, King Lear, and The Tempest. These plays often explored themes of power, betrayal, and the supernatural, and showcased Shakespeare's deepening understanding of the human condition. His ability to blend tragic and comic elements in his plays further highlighted his mastery of the craft. In addition to his plays, Shakespeare also wrote a collection of 154 sonnets, which delve into themes of love, beauty, politics, and mortality. These poems are renowned for their lyrical beauty, intricate wordplay, and profound insights into the human psyche. The identity of the fair youth, the dark lady, and the rival poet mentioned in the sonnets has been the subject of much scholarly debate and speculation. Regardless of their real-life counterparts, the sonnets have cemented Shakespeare's reputation as a poet of unmatched skill and emotional depth. By 1613, Shakespeare had largely retired from public life and returned to Stratford-upon-Avon, where he continued to write, albeit at a slower pace. He purchased a large house called New Place, where he lived with his family. Shakespeare's later years were spent in relative comfort and peace, as his works continued to be performed and admired. He died on April 23, 1616, and was buried in the chancel of Holy Trinity Church in Stratford, where his epitaph, reportedly written by Shakespeare himself, warns against moving his bones. Shakespeare's legacy is immense, influencing countless writers, artists, and thinkers across the centuries. His plays have been translated into every major language and are performed more frequently than those of any other playwright. His exploration of universal themes and his deep understanding of the human condition continue to resonate with audiences around the world. Today, Shakespeare's works are not only studied as literary masterpieces but also cherished for their rich portrayal of the complexities of life. The continued relevance of his works in modern times speaks to the timeless nature of his genius. Shakespeare's influence extends beyond literature and theatre. His phrases and expressions have become part of everyday language. Phrases like, break the ice, wild goose chase,